He world is still shrouded in mist as the first hints of sunlight streak the sky with gold and lavender. Rows of sleek jets sit silently on the tarmac, their polished exteriors glinting faintly in the dim light. The distant hum of engines warming up echoes faintly, but the air is otherwise calm. Captain Maya Reynolds, 34, strides across the wet asphalt, her boots splashing shallow puddles. Her leather flight jacket is adorned with patches from missions around the world, disaster relief, search and rescue, and high-stakes emergency evacuations. Her face is sharp and determined, eyes reflecting a lifetime of precision under pressure. A buzzing phone interrupts the quiet. Maya fumbles it from her pocket, reading the urgent text. Mayday. 265 civilians trapped. Flooding and bridge collapse. Immediate deployment required. All options exhausted. Emergency command. Maya's jaw tightens. She doesn't hesitate. Not for a moment. Maya, to herself. Let's get to work. She strides to a retrofitted F-20 fighter jet, sleek and battle-ready, modified for rapid airlift operations. Its body gleams, every panel and rivet perfectly aligned. She climbs into the cockpit with confidence born from thousands of hours in the air. Int. F-20 cockpit, continuous. The cockpit is a symphony of technology, blinking lights, digital screens, and levers. Maya's fingers dance across the controls, flipping switches and running through the pre-flight checklist with practiced precision. Her headset clicks on, connecting her to the control tower. Control tower, VO. Maya, do you copy? Visibility is low, and winds are shifting rapidly. Maya, copy that, I've got eyes on the target. I'll handle it. She pushes the throttle forward. The engine roars, a deep, resonant sound that vibrates through her chest. The F-20 surges forward, tearing across the tarmac, wheels lifting as it climbs into the open sky. Rain from earlier clings to the fuselage, glinting like liquid metal in the first rays of dawn. Ext. Sky over disaster zone, morning. From above, the city looks chaotic. Streets are flooded, the collapsed bridge a jagged scar cutting through the landscape. Emergency crews struggle to reach stranded civilians, but water and debris make the effort almost impossible. Maya scans the city from her cockpit, her eyes sharp, calculating. She flips switches, deploying the F-20's vertical lift harness system, designed for rapid, precision rescues. Maya, into radio. Focus your efforts on the west zone. I can get people out faster from the air. The wind buffets her plane, rain still falling in sheets. She dives low, the city's chaos reflected in the cockpit glass. Families huddle on rooftops, terrified. Children cling to their parents, waving desperately. Maya's heart tightens, but her focus never wavers. Ext. City, continuous. The F-20 hovers like a guardian angel. With precision, Maya lowers the harness. One by one, terrified civilians are lifted into the safety of her cockpit. She talks to them gently, calming their fear. Maya, you're safe now. Just hold on. The storm is relentless. Debris whirls past her, and the harness shakes under the weight of panicked passengers. But Maya maneuvers flawlessly, her training and instinct guiding every move. Hours pass in a blur. Each extraction is a delicate balance of speed and care. The sun climbs higher, cutting through the mist, illuminating the bravery on both sides, hers and the civilians. By midday, all 265 trapped civilians are safely evacuated. Paramedics and journalists swarm the landing zone, their voices and cameras creating a chaotic celebration. Maya steps out of the cockpit, her helmet under her arm, rain and sweat mixing on her face. Her flight suit is soaked, and her hair sticks to her forehead, but her eyes are calm, resolute. Paramedic breathless. You saved them all. Maya nodding. Just doing my job. She glances back at the F-20. It gleams in the sunlight, silent and imposing, almost alive. The aircraft had trusted her as much as she had trusted it. As emergency helicopters lift off and ambulances roar away, Maya walks toward the control tower, already reviewing telemetry data from the mission. Every maneuver, every vertical lift, every second logged, precision immortalized in numbers and digital telemetry. Control tower, VO. Maya, the F-20s are still talking about you. She smirks faintly, wiping rain from her face. She doesn't answer, yet. The storm may have passed, but her mission is just beginning. Her eyes scan the horizon. Somewhere, out there, the next emergency is already waiting. And she'll be ready. The floodwaters glisten under a patchy morning sun, reflecting overturned vehicles and debris floating in the current. Families cling to rooftops and tree branches. Smoke rises from collapsed buildings, mixing with mist and rain from earlier. Captain Maya Reynolds maneuvers her F-20 fighter jet above the chaos, scanning for groups in the greatest danger. Her heart pounds, but her hands are steady on the controls. Every second counts. Maya into headset. Control, West Zone cluster, people trapped on 3 rooftops, estimated 42 adults, 27 children. I'll handle extraction. Control tower, VO. Copy that, Maya. Be careful, winds are shifting. Radar shows turbulence over your path. Maya adjusts the plane's stabilizers. The F-20 hovers like a mechanical hawk, its vertical lift harness ready. She lowers the first harness. Ext. West Zone, continuous. A terrified family of 6 clings to a partially collapsed rooftop. The wind howls, tearing at loose shingles. Maya's voice comes through the harness speaker. Maya, hold on, I've got you. One by one, she pulls them up with precision. The youngest child clings to his mother, eyes wide, crying. Maya gently reassures them through the speaker. Maya, softly, you're safe now. Look at me, you're safe. She hoists them into the cockpit, sweat and rain dripping into her visor. The F-20 rocks under the weight, but Maya's steady hands compensate. Ext. City, midday. Hours pass in a blur. Maya navigates collapsing rooftops, swirling floodwaters, and debris-laden winds. Each extraction is a calculated risk, a slight miscalculation could cost lives. At one point, she spots an elderly man trapped atop a sinking bus. The harness won't reach him safely from her current altitude. Maya scans quickly. The bridge collapse created a temporary sandbar. Maya, thinking aloud, if I drop lower, I risk the currents, but if I don't, he drowns. She pushes the F-20 lower, hovering inches above the water. Debris smashes against the jet's hull. Maya steadies the plane, her knuckles white on the controls. Maya into headset. Hang on, sir. Almost there. The man grabs the harness. It lifts him into the cockpit. Maya exhales, sweat running into her eyes, but her hands remain unshaking. She's exhausted, but the mission isn't over. Ext. Landing zone, afternoon. The F-20 lands in a makeshift evacuation zone. Paramedics rush forward, taking children, the elderly, and injured civilians. The jet's engines roar as Maya climbs out, dripping wet, her flight suit plastered to her body. The faces of the rescued stare at her in awe, a mixture of relief, gratitude, and disbelief. Some cry, others hug each other, overwhelmed by survival. Civilian woman, tearfully, You saved my family. Maya, nodding, quietly. Just doing my job. News crews begin arriving. Cameras flash, drones buzz above, capturing every heroic angle. Maya ignores the media, she's already moving back to her F-20, checking the harnesses for the final evac. Int. Cockpit. Late afternoon. Maya reviews telemetry data, every vertical lift, every maneuver, every calculation logged, precision, courage, and split-second decisions preserved digitally. Control tower, VO. Maya, you've done something extraordinary. The F-20s themselves logged your maneuvers, the system literally recognized your piloting is optimal. Maya blinks. Recognition from the jet's AI. It's unprecedented. The plane's systems had evaluated her skill and acknowledged her. It's both surreal and validating. Maya, softly, just 265 lives. That's all that matters. She exhales, the tension in her shoulders finally releasing. The storm has passed. The city is battered but alive. Ext. Airfield. Sunset. The sun sets in fiery orange and pink hues. Maya steps out of the cockpit, helmet under her arm, her uniform streaked with rain, mud, and sweat. Behind her, the F-20s gleam in the fading light, silent sentinels of technology and trust. Maya, to herself, you saved them, and you trusted me to get it done. The horizon glows, signaling hope. Maya knows the world will continue to demand heroes, but today, she made a difference. Today, 265 lives were saved because one pilot refused to hesitate. The F-20s, gleaming and ready, seemed to hum with life, almost whispering her name. The hum of computers fills the dimly lit control room. Large screens display maps, flight paths, and telemetry data from the recent disaster zone. Officers and analysts stand around, reviewing every second of the F-20 rescue. Colonel Hayes, 52, rugged and imposing, steps forward. His gaze is fixed on the main screen, showing Maya's F-20 hovering above the floodwaters, lifting families to safety. Colonel Hayes into headset. Bring her in, now. Moments later, Maya walks into the command center. She's exhausted, rain-soaked hair still damp, uniform marked with streaks of mud and sweat. But her eyes are sharp, her posture steady. Maya, you called. Colonel Hayes. Sit down, Captain Reynolds. You've done something unprecedented. He gestures to the screen. The F-20 telemetry logs show thousands of precise maneuvers, every vertical lift, every evasive adjustment, every second calculated with flawless precision. Colonel Hayes commented, the system, it recognized your skill. Every F-20 in our fleet monitored your mission, and according to the AI logs, your piloting was optimal. The jets spoke, your name is the one capable of executing this rescue. Maya blinks, incredulous. Maya, the jets spoke my name. Colonel Hayes, smiling faintly. In a sense, yes. Your maneuvers weren't just perfect, they set a new standard for what these aircraft can achieve. The F-20s trusted you in a way no pilot has ever experienced. Her jaw tightens as the weight of it sinks in. This isn't just recognition, it's a historic validation of her skill, courage, and humanity. Ext. Airfield. Night. Maya steps outside, the cool night air washing over her. The F-20s gleam under floodlights, rows of sleek machines lined perfectly. Soldiers and engineers gather, whispering about the legendary rescue. Colonel Hayes joins her, hand on her shoulder. Colonel Hayes, 265 lives. All thanks to you. You didn't just fly, you saved people who had no hope. Maya, I did what anyone would do, if they had a chance to. Colonel Hayes, grinning. Not anyone could have done it. Not with that calm, that focus. You turned impossible odds into a miracle. Maya looks at the jets, her hand resting lightly on the fuselage of the F-20 she flew. The aircraft seem alive under the night sky, silent witnesses to her courage. Maya, softly, and they'll remember. Int. Press room. Next morning. News cameras flash, reporters murmur, and the room buzzes with anticipation. Maya stands at a podium flanked by Colonel Hayes and the military brass. Behind them, the rescued families wave, smiling tearfully. Reporter 1. Captain Reynolds, how does it feel to have saved 265 lives? Maya, it's humbling. Every life matters. But I couldn't have done it without the F-20s, these machines are more than just jets. They responded to instinct, training, and trust. Together, we made it happen. Cameras flash as the story spreads worldwide. Her face, framed by determination and calm humility, becomes a symbol of heroism. Ext. Airfield. Sunset. The sun paints the sky in fiery reds and golds. Maya stands alone among the F-20s, reflecting. The wind tugs at her hair. She touches the wing of her jet, silent gratitude in her eyes. She hears it, the soft, almost imperceptible hum of engines. A sound that feels alive, as if the F-20s themselves honor her bravery. A whisper of recognition, echoing her name across the empty tarmac. Maya, to herself, smiling. We did it, together. For the first time in weeks, she allows herself to breathe, to feel the weight of her accomplishment. She isn't just a hired pilot anymore, she's a legend. A guardian of the skies, a savior of lives, and a name that will echo in the telemetry of the F-20s forever.